I see what he loves about you. You're so perfect. Hope you know that you got everything. I messed up and I'm haunted. And if I'm being honest, I see what he loves about you. You're so perfect. Hope you know that you got everything. I messed up and I'm haunted. And if I'm being honest, messed up and I'm haunted. Jealous. I'm I see what he loves about you. You're so perfect. Hope you know that you got everything. I messed up and I'm haunted. And if I'm being honest, I try to make it all stop. Say I'm okay, but I'm not. No, I can't help it. I'm so jealous of you taking that place in his heart. It should be me, but it's not. Wish I could care less, but I'm so jealous. I see what he loves about you. You're so perfect. Hope you know that you got everything. Messed up and I'm haunted. Jealous. I'm
Hey guys, stick around. We're going to get started here in just a few minutes. Happy Thursday, everybody. We're finally back with some Train Sim World 5 starting up here in just a few minutes. Like I said, just going to listen back, make sure everything sounds good before we get too far into the stream here. So yeah, stick around. Going to start up here in about 2 minutes. All right, I hate to break up this little build up here. As much as I want you guys to hear the build up, we gotta get started here on this wonderful Thursday. Just getting my mic set up properly here as well. So yes, hello everybody. How's everybody doing? Welcome back to another stream, and welcome back to Train Sim World 5. Yes, it has been a while since the last Train Sim World 5 stream, and I I've been so caught up with the 5M stuff. In fact, later today, I'm probably just going to leave Justice RP entirely, because I would rather be doing these types of streams instead of doing my other streams as well. Let me turn back on the gain a little bit, because I want to be up there at minus 10 dB, but not like too much at that as well. But yeah, we're back with Train Sim World 5, and we're probably gonna cut out 5 after the Badlands RP stream over on Twitch yesterday. I kind of realized how bad 5M was getting. Well, not necessarily bad, but it's kind of going off the deep end, basically. So I figured instead of doing that, I may as well just stick to what I had been planning to do before, which was getting back into games like Train Sim World and some other games as well. Give me 1 second. I gotta just tune my mic just a bit. Actually, I could probably just turn it up just a little bit, and then that'll get us. Yeah, I might have to listen back once again just to make sure everything sounds good and we're not peaking too much. But let me go have a look at that real quick before we get too far into this. So give me 1 moment here. All right, we are good to go here. I wanted to make sure everything just like was set up properly and everything just, sounded good per se. Because I want to have everything just sounding really good and not like peaking in a way. I don't want to be peaking too much. I want my voice to be nice and clear for you guys. And that sounds like that's going to be the case here today. I'm just trying to get the microphone up here so I don't have to be sitting up as high as well. So yeah, welcome back to Train Sim World 5, everybody. Give me 1 moment here. I promise you guys, we are going to be driving trains here today. I just want to get my microphone set up properly so that way I'm not having to sit up and stall. Okay, yeah, that's a pretty good position. But yeah, I was checking out the LGV Mediterranean. I have no idea if you pronounce that properly, but I have been messing around with that train, and I got a good grasp on how it works. And yeah, it's actually pretty simple. It's not as crazy to set up as I had originally thought it was going to be. So I figured, why not do that? And I'm actually doing the guided journey for the LGV one. So we got settling in. We got quite a few more of these to do. And it's going to be pretty good. These are all about a half hour long, so we have time to do other stuff as well if we want to. I've already completed High Speed Rain. So let's kick off, and let's kill the music, and let's kick off with a little bit. Just a simple thing. We got to leave the depot and go from there. That should be pretty simple. Pretty simple indeed. So welcome in, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. Holy crap, 20 cars? Oh my goodness, we have a long car. All right, so let me just, first of all, let me turn on the light so I can see what I'm doing here. I did just play this. So we gotta go master switch active. Gotta put this to forward. We gotta put this down to lower. That's already put to there. Power handle off. We need to set our driving mode to manual control. Reverser is set to forward. Power handle is off. Both power handles are off. We should be able to give it power now. Oh, wait, no, never mind. We got to turn on our circuit breaker. We got to arm it. Am I forgetting something? Oh, I got to set it to normal to give it power. And then we got to... Oh, yeah, that's right. We got to test the brakes on this. So we got to go brake hold. There we go. We got to put our emergency brake. Hold that for a couple seconds. And then let's release those. And then we'll release our brakes until we're good there. We should be good now. Nope. Still can't generate power. Train brake. Release those. Those are released. Reverse or forward. I was just doing... Oh. Do we have to raise it? No, it's raised. So why can't we generate power? Oh, we gotta do one thing here. We gotta turn on auxiliary power. So there we go. We got auxiliary power on. Put that back to lower. I believe we gotta go AC. I might have to redo the training module for this actually, because I think I just confused myself. Everything is set up properly as far as I know. We just can't generate power for whatever reason. Yeah, manual control. Why are we not generating power? Do we gotta clear that? Yeah, why are we not generating power? Here, hold on. Let me redo the training module for this because I'm confused. I am genuinely confused. Yeah, I'm genuinely confused why we're not generating power. So let's redo the training module real quick. And then we'll get back into that one route. And then, in theory, we should be good after that.
Welcome to driver training here at Marseille. Today you'll be learning to drive this SNCF Series 200 TGV duplex in Camion livery. This brief introduction will cover critical driving controls and passenger operations, so climb aboard to get started.
Alright. Let's do that. Let's just get in here. I'm just doing this temporarily to remind myself.
Take a seat in the driver's position, because this is where you'll be spending most of your time.
Oh, we forgot to do the service retention cancel. I think that's what our issue was. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah, we forgot to press the service retention cancel. Yeah, that's what it was. That's probably why we weren't generating power. Yeah, alright. Light switch on. There we go. Service retention cancel. Driving mode. We gotta put our reverser to forward. Set our driving mode to manual control. Release our brakes. And then in theory, we should be able to move. As soon as we put this thing to normal. DC is what we need. No, we're still not generating power. Okay. Now we gotta release our brakes again. And then we gotta turn on our auxiliary power right back there. We're gonna hold it for a couple seconds, I think. Okay, auxiliary power on. Dwayne is DMing me now. I gotta see. Oh, come on. Let me tab into Discord. Okay. So why are we not generating power? I was literally just doing this earlier. Am I forgetting something? Brake hold. I was literally just playing this earlier. Get lower. Put that on. Put our circuit breaker on. There we go. Now we can generate power. Alright. Now we're rolling. So this won't take too long. Now that I know what we're doing, let's just take a look at how long this train. We got 20 cars we need to move with this. So yeah, it took me a second to remember how you got this train moving, but now that I've done that, we can do that. Alright. Apparently we need to move 20 train cars. Which is... honestly, that's quite the situation there. But yeah, we are moving quite a few trains here. It's like we're moving 2 trains, like 2 complete sets of trains in one move, which actually kind of makes sense. It actually does make sense. So just wait till you see how fast we can go. I was going upwards of 300 kilometers when I was doing one of these earlier. And now that I know how this train works, I actually like this train. It goes nice and quick. The instruments are very easy to read. So I'm very happy about that. And the brakes, I actually like the way the brakes work as well. So lots of stuff to like on this train. Lots of stuff to like on it. And as you guys can see, we got the little Halloween little icons there. I might actually group my FMG TV watermark for Train Sim to that, into the group with the little icon there. And then same thing with whatever holiday graphics I get. Maybe for December, I'll just do like a simple Happy Holidays or something. Because you guys know it's something I like doing. I like doing these little holiday things. And I really like having like the little holiday icons around these times of years. They're really fun, really nice. I'm glad we can do that. But check this out. Look at the braking. The brakes on this train are very easy to work with as well. Now I want to get on the brakes like, come on. I want to get on the brakes like really early. Now let's release. Because we're almost done. We're almost done. Alright. Alright, we're -8. That's pretty good. Oh, we got platinum on that. It took us 5 minutes, but that's fine. It said it would only take like 2 minutes, but that's fine. Alright, continue. Continue chapter 1. Now this is what I really want to show you. I want to show you guys how good this route is to. Oh! We're apparently taking a 20-car consist. Okay, so now that we know how to get this working, let's turn that on. Let's get our auxiliary power on. Put that on. Put our reverser to forward. Let's unlock our doors. Let's put our driving mode to manual control. Put that to normal. That to DC. Turn that on. Alright, we are effectively set up. But wow. This will be fun. Driving 20 cars worth of passengers. I thought we were splitting it into one, but apparently that was setting us up so we could do a route with 20 cars. So this will be quite interesting to get set up, and it'll be really cool. Oh god, wait, correct. It'll be really cool to see what happens with that. But yeah, I'm very excited for the future of FMG TV. Now that we're really going to be playing a lot of other games and not necessarily getting involved in 5M really for the most part. I mean, I'm going to help Dwayne with the server we're playing to launch, but I want to focus more on like other games as well. Just like that one time where we got that one where we got that false global ban on 5M. I want to kind of try focusing on other games going forward, so that way, one, we don't have a channel that's primarily focused on FiveM content, and two, I want to make sure that I'm not over exaggerating specific types of content, so that when there's like recurring streams like the Train Sim World 5 ones and the like the Train Sim World 5 ones, it'll be release, and the in like the PC Building Simulator 2 streams, I might want to bring those back as well. Hello? Train, are we moving? Oh, it makes sense. It's struggling to move, actually, because there's so much weight. Yeah, let me just hold this real quick and make sure. There we go. Now we're getting power. So the neat thing about this train is you may have noticed in the cab while I was setting things up, on these gauges right here, there's a couple different changeover modes. So when we get to the changeover point, it's pretty simple what you got to do in order to change things over. But I will show you that once we get to that point, because it's going to take a while. But the gist of it is we're going to switch from DC over to LGV. That requires us to turn off the circuit breaker and then switch. We gotta lower it. We gotta switch it to O, and then switch this, go back to normal, turn it back on the circuit breaker, and rearm it. So it's a quick little process, and now that I've basically got it down, it makes sense for me to do that. And the way this train operates, it's just really nice. I really like how this train operates anyway. So yeah, we're just gonna chill out for a couple hours, drive some trains. This is the kickoff stream to the new era of content here on YouTube. And I know I've said that a lot over the last couple years, but this time I legitimately mean it, because now that I've kind of decided that FiveM isn't really my shtick anymore, it just makes more sense for me to get back into other games as well. And part of why I left Upbeat was to give myself more time to do those streams, and especially if I wanted to ever do like morning streams on the days that I normally do my Upbeat radio shows. It just makes more sense for me to do those, to leave Upbeat, especially with the holidays and all my stuff I got coming up. Obviously, I got that music festival I'm going to at the end of this month, so I want to focus on kind of preparing for that for myself there. I'm not doing an informational series, season 3 of the informational series. That's mostly for festivals I go to at the Gorge. But I don't mind doing the series for the other. Okay, let me just dial that back. I don't mind doing the stream, the series for like the Gorge Amphitheater. Though that kind of stuff, that attracts people from all over the world. So it makes more sense for me to do this, to do a series for that for that venue instead of the one that the festival I'm going to this month, at the end of this month, is set up in. Because I mean, the Gorge's season is probably over by now. Because there's no way with the way our fall and winter seasons are, and spring for that matter, it just doesn't make sense to have the Gorge Amphitheater open, especially with the amount of snow we get over the winter. So yeah, we got that going, and I'm gonna get some videos. I don't know if I'll do like a vlog in a way. Yeah, I know some people are gonna wanna do that. Maybe I'll make like a video where I do like sort of like a recap where I'm doing like voiceovers and talk about those, and talk about the sets I see and all that. Cause this will be the first festival that I'm taking my new phone to. So, and I just, as you guys know, recently I just got an OtterBox case for my phone. So, I was gonna do that right when I got the phone, but unfortunately, at the time when I got the phone, it was brand new. There was nobody who was, well, people were making cases, but the shipping was screwed up for it because a bunch of people were trying to get cases for the phone because the phone had just come out. So yeah, we are going to just chill out here essentially and go from there. But yeah, I finally got an OtterBox case. I feel more confident in taking my phone with me to the event and having a good time. Obviously, I'm not going to take my iPad because there's no reason for me to. But the good news here is I now have a wireless charger that I could use to do that. And I might also take like my battery bank just in case I need to, because that weekend, depending on how many photos I take, I am 100% going to need some sort of like battery bank or something. Because I'll tell you what, taking all those photos and videos, that's going to be a lot of work. Alright, let's start the power changeover process now. So let's put that there, put that there, put that back to normal, reactivate that, rearm it. Perfect. So we should be good now. Now let's get our brake running because this is a steep downhill grade. Okay. Now let me just do that. Perfect. Easy. That was the easiest switchover I've ever done in this train. Oh, we're gonna have to stop at a location here. But the good news is the train brake on this train, I'm very happy with the way the brakes work on this train. Yeah, the way the brakes work on this train is just, it's perfect. I really like it. Yeah, the way the train brakes work on this is like fantastic. I really do enjoy. I really like how the train brakes work on this. You can apply it, and you'll see how it is in a second. You actually kind of did see it when we were moving this train in the last segment. Probably about 1:15 we'll take an intermission. So I can have a corn dog, and then we'll continue. But yeah, I do like how this train tells you the authorized speed in the area that you're in. Because it just makes sense. But yeah, overall, we're just gonna chill for a couple hours, play a little bit of Train Sim World 5, and, you know, vibe. Alright, I'm gonna throttle back because this is gonna have me slow down here pretty soon. We're gonna use this train for a couple segments because this is a new train for me and I am really happy with it. It took a bit to learn, but I'm glad I learned it. Alright. So here's how the braking works. You just give it a little bit of brake, and the train just does the rest. Alright, now let's release the brakes there. In fact, actually, let's just dial back the throttle because... Yep. Just as I suspected, we're going to have to slow down to 100 kilometers, which isn't that bad of a thing. We can just apply as much brakes as we need and just go for it, basically. Alright, let's release these brakes just a bit. But we're going to keep them rolling because we're on a 2.8% downhill grade. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, this train... Oh, now we gotta go down to 80. But yeah, this train is super easy to operate. Once you go through like the training module, I needed to go through that training module just to remind myself, because I did forget that there was that button on the right wall of the train that I needed to press. Alright. We are coming up to our... We're coming up to our first major stop of the route. So, we are good. Making good time here. I mean, we're going to be a little bit behind schedule, but that's fine. This game doesn't penalize you for being behind schedule because that's how it works in real life. Not every service is going to be on schedule. You can't expect it. You can't necessarily expect a train service to be on schedule. We're going to start braking again, because I want to make sure that I actually give this train enough distance to slow down. Yeah, I want to make sure I give this train enough distance to, like, get slowed down enough. So I don't really care about being on schedule. In fact, is there actually something I can do about that? Oh, I'm running the game in 4K. Screen. General. Or is it's HUD and gameplay. Is there like something I can turn, where I can turn off the... Yeah, is there a way I can just turn off the time? Stop marker. Next speed limit marker. Next signal aspect. Markers on track monitor. Yeah, no, there's nothing I can do about that. What about general? Because I don't care if I'm on time or not. Let me see if there's an option for me to disable that. Is there a way I can disable the time display? Oh, set the HUD type to minimal. Because on this train, I don't really care about the thing. So you gotta go to settings, accessibility, HUD type, simple. Oh wait, no, that's not what I want. Minimal. Minimal, that's what I want. Yep. I mean, the minimal HUD looks nice. At least for this train, it makes sense to have the minimal HUD. Because I can see all of my gauges perfectly fine. And I have all the other information that I need right here. So yeah, I guess there's no way to disable the time display. I wish there was, though, because I don't care about the time. Okay. Alright, we're gonna slow down just a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna be about 2 minutes delayed, but I think we'll be able to make some... We might be able to make up some of that time by... Might be able to make up some of that time We might be able to make up some of that time by with the speed here, because I would assume we would be able to go up to our pretty much maximum speed here. And you know what? I'm just not used to how the minimal HUD is. So let me just go simple. Oh, no, not simple. Simple is not the one that I normally use. Normal. Yeah, there we go. Normal is the one that I like using. So yeah, we're just going to go with that. And we'll go from there. I can see everything that I need to see. I usually use the stuff that's on the side there to show everything, but to like really see everything. Let me put the reply. But yeah, we'll definitely be able to make up some time. But we're going to have to wait for this signal, I would imagine. I think the signal is going to be... I don't think that signal's changing anytime soon, so we're going to have to wait and see, but hopefully it changes soon. Alright. Alright, let's lock our doors. Alright, perfect. I'm gonna make sure our brakes are fully released. Oh, yeah. Here we go. I'm gonna just go slow at first, but yeah, we should be able to make up a lot of time. 17 minutes to go 67 kilometers. We'll be able to pick up quite a bit of speed, I would imagine, from that. Alright. Full throttle. Now that we're moving, let's go full throttle and get this show on the road here. Our speed limit is going to be 300 kilometers, but I don't think we're going to be doing 300. I mean, the route that I played earlier as part of this train had me doing upwards of 320 kilometers. So, I mean, technically it is possible, but only one way to find out. So yes, welcome in everybody. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Welcome into this Train Sim World 5 stream. Decided to bring these back just because why not? We haven't done one of these streams in quite a while anyways. So I figured it would make sense for me to do that. Oh, we can go up to 300. Well, we haven't done one of these streams in a while, so I figured why not bring them back and, you know, just have a great time, give you guys some updates on what we're going to do for the channel going forward. And what better day to do it on than Thursday? I might bring back Transportation Thursday, where we play a bunch of things. And definitely Transportation Thursday is going to be a big part of the streams going forward anyways, just due to the fact that we have a lot of stuff coming up for ATS and Euro Truck Sim 2 that would fit in. I mean, we've got the car and the Cars and Trucks, the road trip module coming up for ATS sometime soon. I would imagine it would be by the end of the year, but you can't really be certain. We don't, even SCS doesn't have a date for it, for those DLCs to be released. But we also have coaches for Euro Truck Sim 2 coming out too, so that will fit into Transportation Thursday. We also are going to have, we're also going to have some really nice stuff as well. We're going to have some NASCAR 25 streams, and that's assuming I get a new GPU here. But we'll see. Either way, I'm going to get NASCAR 25. If I have to play off camera for the first little bit just because of the fact that I can't stream it, then so be it. But we'll have to just see. But look at this. We are already up at 280 kilometers. Look at that. We're getting a lot of our speed back. Look how fast we're going. That is really fast, actually. I gotta say, this route is pretty well optimized. Now that everything's loaded into cache for this route, it's really optimized. It's running very smoothly. Yep. All right. We're gonna throttle back on the power. Actually, we'll give it just a little bit. We'll give this train a little boost to get up to 300 kilometers. And then we'll go to the outside view and see what that sounds like. And see what it looks like. Oh, wait. We're going to need a little bit more throttle here. All right, let's see what it looks like going here. At 291 kilometers. Yep. That is fast. They don't call it a high-speed route for no reason. Because, wow. This is very fast. We are just eating up these kilometers like it's nothing, basically. We are eating up these kilometers like it's nothing. I am honestly surprised at how quickly we're completing this route. We'll probably do one more after this, and then we'll probably go do another high-speed route train. Or we'll just keep doing this one, because I like doing this route. And there's a lot more to this route as well. There's other trains and stuff that are commonly found on this route as part of like the story mode. So we'll do that and we'll go from there. But yeah, I think this is going to be a really great little slate of streams we're doing here. All right, let me throttle back. We're going to have to get on our brakes here pretty quick. Yeah, let's get some brake action going. Look at that. 300 kilometers. "300 kilometers an hour on this train. What a crazy route this is. Doing nearly 300 kilometers an hour, covering 60 kilometers in like 20 minutes. But I mean, hey, it's pretty simple to run these trains through their paces. I'm not complaining. If only we had these really fast train routes in America, like these high-speed bullet train-like routes here in America. Now, something cool that I would like to see in this game, and this is just a personal wish from me, I want to be able to drive those Japanese bullet trains that are go to like Tokyo and Shanghai and all that. I feel like it would be really cool to go to like Japan or something. Get an idea for what what Japanese culture is like. But look at how fast we're cruising in this train. We are cruising, baby. Oh, we can go faster. We can go up to 320. Nice. We're probably not going to get up to 320 kilometers though, just because of the fact that we're going on an uphill now. But look how fast we're going now. Yeah, we're losing a bit of speed, but we're going full throttle here, so not really much we can do about that, unfortunately. Oh, we're going into a tunnel. Do I have my light on? Yeah, I want to have this light on. Oh, here we go. Now we're going on a downhill. Alright, let me throttle back because this downhill is going to give us a lot of speed here. Alright, brakes. Alright. There we go. Get back on our brakes. Yeah, I'm impressed by how other countries have got their train lines set up. Like, look at this. Being able to go 320 kilometers. You know, let me look that up real quick. I want to see how fast is 320 kilometers. 320 kilometers to miles per hour. Oh, we're doing 200 miles an hour, basically. Holy crap. Yeah, we're effectively doing 200 miles an hour in a train. Just think about that. Almost 200 miles an hour in a train. What's going on here? Oh, just some other stuff there, but yeah. Well, it's technically 198 miles an hour, but hey, I'm calling that 200 miles an hour. We are effectively doing 200 miles an hour in a train. Oh, here we go. Give it a little throttle. We'll throttle up here. I do like how you get, I don't know if you guys can see that, but on the speedometer, that digital speedometer, there's an up arrow and a slash and then a down arrow there too. That's a really good indication of what your train is doing, whether you're speeding up or slowing down. But yeah, we are just cruising. We are cruising here. Doing like 195 miles an hour casually. This has got to be the fastest route in Train Sim World 5. I would imagine this is the fastest route in Train Sim World 5, actually. I like going out here to this. I like going out here to this, to that external view, because man, that is just, it's so cool seeing the train just whiz by you doing 195 miles an hour. But yeah, this is as far as I know, this is the fastest route in Train Sim World 5. Okay, boom. Alright, we'll hold 320 for just a bit. Alright. Give it a little bit of throttle here. Or give it a little bit of brake, I meant. Ooh, apparently I've driven this train in other Train Sim World games. Otherwise I wouldn't have driven this train. Otherwise I wouldn't have gotten that achievement so quickly. Now, we are getting close here, so I would imagine here within the next couple minutes, we'll get close enough to the point where we need to start braking, but it's no big deal. Braking in this train, this is like one of the easiest trains to brake in. It's like really easy. It's sort of like you're using the automatic brake on an American train or doing something else, but yeah, this is really good. I really like this. After this, we might do another train, but I don't know yet. I'm having too much fun driving this train. I apologize in advance if we end up doing nothing but this train throughout the stream. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see how things go. There, we'll just let it coast at 195 miles an hour. But yeah, we should be getting a notification here that we're going to need to start slowing down. Just look at this. Imagine you're just train spotting and all of a sudden this just whizzes past you doing 190 miles an hour. Oh shit. Yep. I knew eventually we would be getting the notification that we needed to start slowing down. So we will start doing that. Alright. Okay. So let me just start getting off the throttle here because we're going to need to start braking again. Yep. Oh wow. I started braking right when I got that notification, like right at that exact same moment. All right, we're gonna need to give it a little more brake because we're on a downhill grade. All right. We'll throttle back. Give it a little throttle. Get us back up to. Oh no. All right. Start throttling it back. There we go. Hey, what up, hero or what? How are you doing? Welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful Thursday. I almost said Tuesday, but no. Today is Thursday, Ford. Today is Thursday. All right, we gotta go down to 160 kilometers. Yeah, we're gonna be a little bit behind schedule. I thought we would have made up a little bit of time here, but unfortunately not. It's fine though. These Train Sim World timetables, they don't take into account how late you are or early in terms of points. Alright, get off the brake just a little bit. Alright. Release the brakes. Also, since it is spooky season, I might actually go back and start streaming some of the Costume Quest games again. Or I might at least play through them again. I would need to get another controller if I wanted to play through those games. So maybe not this year. Maybe not this year I'll play them, but we'll see. Yeah, we're going to be behind schedule by a couple minutes. But again, it's fine. The game's not... This game is not testing me on whether I can be on time or not. You know, I wonder, once we finish with this one, I want to see if there's like what the other chapters are like, or if there's like any chapters I need to complete first before I can go do the other chapters. Yeah, we'll probably be about at most like 2 minutes behind schedule, which is fine. Again, this game is not trying to, this game isn't a test of how on time I can stay on. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna stay on the brakes, because I want to slow down. I want to make sure I can get slowed down enough. But yeah, we are making good time. And I'm actually, after this, I'm going to take a intermission here. Go grab something to drink. And maybe top up on peanut butter pretzels, because I might not get a corn dog. Alright. We're a little bit... We slowed down a bit too much. We gotta get some of our... We gotta get some of our speed back. So yeah, we'll be... about 2 minutes behind schedule. But again... Again, that is perfectly fine. I don't mind being behind schedule. That's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Alright. Let's start getting on the brakes again. Okay, yeah, we're gonna overshoot it by a bit. Oh no, we're not. We're good. Come on, do not. Okay, fine. That works. We stopped a little bit short, but it's fine. How's it back? Yeah, we stopped a little bit short, but that's okay. But yeah, I do need to go get something to drink here. I might actually go downstairs briefly and make some Crystal Light to take me through the afternoon. That I can drink throughout the rest of today's stream. And I don't have to worry about getting all that too. And getting all of that stuff, you know, sorted, for a lack of better terms. Okay. All right. All right, let's lock our doors. And then we should, in theory, be good to go for this route. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Yeah, we were about 17 meters short, but again, that's fine. All right. Now, I want to go back to the main menu real quick, because I want to see what other chapters are available for this route. Yeah, the LGV route. Let's take a look at that. We got Living the Dream. During our daily duties. Okay. Marcel Return. Oh. So there's that. Raining on Your Parade, mixing it up. Yeah, we could do the Living the Dream one. That one would take a little bit of time, though. Yeah, that would take a long time. I don't know how many... 200 centimeters. Oh. Yeah. We're just be doing the same route pretty much back and forth, and it would get repetitive pretty quick. So, what about... Actually, we'll set up one more of these. Yeah, it's just going back north and south. Yeah, it's just going back and forth between north and southbound. So, yeah, that's, yeah, I would imagine some of these are going to be... So that one's going to be a cloudy surface, it looks like. This one is going to be 1st November. What about this one? What are these? Is there one of these where it's like snowy? What about good night? Oh, here we go. Nighttime services. Interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna take a quick intermission, go make some Crystal Light, and then when we get back, oh god, excuse me, And then when we get back, I'll figure out another thing for us to do to kind of, switch things up a little bit and get ourselves some. Oh my goodness. And get ourselves some like good stuff going here as well. So yeah, so stick around. I'll be back here in just a moment. Here's some music in the meantime.
Break it up, you'll see who had it all. You had it all.
Hey, what's going on, Double D Gamer? How are you doing here today? Welcome in. I was just downstairs making some Crystal Light, and I can confirm, you guys, the Crystal Light is ready. It's lemonade. If you got curious, it's lemonade Crystal Light. So, yeah, I really like it. So, yes, guys, welcome back. We are back. I'm going to put my drink right there. I'm actually watching this video while playing Train Sim World 4 yourself. Oh, nice. Yeah, I got Train Sim World 5 earlier this year on a super good discount, 75% off. So, yeah, I got the special edition. So I have a bunch of different routes here to check out here. So we were just doing a little bit of the LGV line, which I'm gonna be honest, that I'm kind of a fan of the LGV line. Nice and fast. But it is repetitive because you're just going back and forth from the same stations. There's no like real special things. The only thing that really changes is like the time of day and the weather conditions that you're running in. I mean, we could do a New York one. Sprinting through the city. I mean, we could do this. We could do. Wait, what train is this? Oh, okay. So it uses the ACS. Yeah, what do you say we do this one then? Spend about an hour doing that route. Let's go see. We might switch routes later on, but we'll see. We will certainly see how things go, though. That much I know. So with that said, let's go ahead and stop the music. Oh, wait. This is using the freaking cab car. Never mind. I don't like using the cab cars. I'd rather be in the engine in the front. Yeah, so never mind. I'm not using that one. We're not doing that one. Is there another one? There's like New Jersey Junior. No, but that uses the ALP, which I don't like that one either. You're driving the Class 801? Nice. Intercity 101. Oh. Oh, here we go. BR 101, we could do that one. Into the City. Ooh, Into the City has some great routes. A lot of these are pretty good. Top of the class, here we go. We haven't done this route. We haven't done this one yet. Passenger Loco Driver. The BR 1462. Some of these are long. Some of these are like really short. I would rather do something that would take me a little bit longer. Yeah. There's Banker. Yeah, those are pretty short. What about Freight Driver? Yeah, the BR 1852. I know how the BR 185 works, so I don't need to necessarily do the introduction. I can't decide what one. I can't decide. There's just so many. Yeah. I mean, I could do West Somerset Railway. Because, I mean, East Coast Main Line. I haven't done this one, really. The funny thing is that there's more routes to come to future. Yeah, but they're going to only be for Train Sim World 6. Whatever comes out now is going to be for Train Sim World 6. All right, so that part we've already completed. I mean, I already have Train Sim World 6. I just need to look into it and see if the special edition comes with routes that I don't already have. Because if it does, great. If not, then I'm not interested. Let's do that one. Yeah, we'll do one of these lines because these lines are going to be pretty easy to do as well. Because whatever new lines come out, they're gonna be for Train Sim World 6, not for any of the others. Yeah. Do I remember how this works? Master key on. Forward. Let's go. Y. Get the left doors unlocked. Now we're both driving the same train. Yep. Yeah. We gotta go fast. I like going fast in these trains. And this one I actually like a lot better because of the way the brakes are. Now, there we go. Perfect. Do we have our lights on? There. We'll turn our lights on to dimmed. Alright. I'm going to turn off my... I'm going to close the doors, and then I'm going to just drive in just a moment. Well, actually, first, let's get some brakes going. There. Yeah, the combined throttle and brake, yeah, that it makes it so much easier. I just have to worry about one set of keys for the entire route. Which is great. Yeah, I like it that way too as well. But yeah, we just gotta wait a little bit of time here before we get going. And it's got 4 stages of throttle. We'll pull out at like 25 or 50% throttle. And then as we start getting up to speed, we'll go faster because we're almost right away. We're going to have 125-mile-an-hour speed limit. So we'll be able to get up to speed very quick. Like, exceedingly quick, actually. You know, we're going to go pull out of here doing 50% throttle. There we go. See, look at that. We can already do 35. I'm going to stick to 25 just due to the fact that we're going to have the we're going to have a speed restriction back down to 25 in just a moment. There it is. There's our speed restriction to 25. Going to throttle down. There we go. There's one of those diesel pushers. Is he hauling cargo? No, he's not. Turn on safety systems. I don't care about safety systems, game. But yeah, here we go. Now we're going to be able to get up to speed. Let's go stage 3 throttle. That'll help us get up to speed relatively quickly. 28 miles, and then we gotta make a stop at Gotham platform, or Grantham platform. Yep, we're gonna be able to go up to 40 to 125 miles an hour shortly. There we go. We'll go stage 4 throttle, start getting up to speed a little bit quicker. I do like how quiet this interior is, though. This interior being quiet really does help. I'm subscribed. The channel looks very interesting. Yeah, I'm glad you like it, Double D. I do a lot of different games and stuff here on this channel as well. And more recently, starting earlier this year, back in May, I started doing a lot more Train Sim streams because I got Train Sim World 5 back in May. So if you go back in my channel's catalog, you'll see a lot of those streams. Some of those streams are really long, like anywhere from 3 to 4 hours. Or some of those Train Sim World streams. So I've done a lot of Train Sim World streams. And I do play other games too. Occasionally I'll do like the odd Minecraft stream or other stuff. But a majority of the time I am doing like simulation game streams like this. Or sometimes like American Truck Sim. American Truck Sim and Euro Truck Sim 2 are coming back once the road trip module and the coaches DLC come out for each of those games respectively. But yeah, I'm actually surprised that they actually do. Did Dovetail actually do more optimizations to this game before Train Sim World 6 came out? I'm honestly surprised how smooth it's running. It might just be that this route, but they've done some updates. They have definitely done some updates to this game. I can tell that the game is running a lot smoother right now. Yeah, some GTA streams too. Yeah, I've done a lot of like 5M GTA roleplay as well, but I've decided that I'm gonna cut those out pretty much entirely and go for my and go for other game and go for a lot more other games specifically. Oh, here's one of my favorite things to do. I like putting the camera right here, right by the wheel well, so we can see the wheels spinning. Actually, let me put the camera on this side actually. There we go. Now we can see the wheels. And yeah, they had the optimization when the Steam Fall sale started. Yeah, I was wondering. I was curious why this game was running so smoothly, especially with that other route. Ooh, we're gonna have to start slowing down here. I'll start slowing down now because it looks like we're gonna have to come to a complete stop at a signal up ahead. Yeah, we'll do that right there. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, we're gonna have to start slowing down a lot. There we go. I'll go. Oh, perfect. We did not need to slow down. We did not need to start slowing down here. I assume we're catching up to some slower traffic on this line, which is why those signals were starting to turn red. But we're good. We are good to go for now, at least. I'm glad they're doing some optimizations there, because this game, I mean, yeah, it's still kind of stuttering, but at the same time, I've noticed that it's not lagging as much. My frame rate's not dropping as much. I noticed a lot of that. Hey, what up, Roma? How you doing? When's more Vanta stuff getting released? That is up to Matthew in Vanta Productions. I haven't heard much of him. He's probably been busy with school and work, so that would probably make sense as to why. I don't know exactly when new stuff is coming out, but if you guys have Robux and you're interested in something, then you should take a look at JA Games, because they have a really nice CDJ set coming out at the end of the month. Ironically, it's coming out when I'm not going to be home, because I'm going to be at a music festival. So, I'll have to talk to Zonmer. I actually need to message him anyways and see, because I'm playing one of the JA Games shows on Roblox this Sunday. So I want to figure out what I want to figure out how long the set is and what kind of genre it should be, because I need to figure that out. I still have a couple days left to figure it out, but I don't want to wait too long to make it and then have to wing it on the day of the set. So yeah, that's good to hear, Roma. Yeah, the thing with Matthew is he's sporadically around because of his schedule. It's his senior year of high school and he has a job as well. So if he does do some work on stuff, typically we don't do that. Do you build venues too, or like what do you do? I am mostly the PR guy. So basically, whenever new stuff comes out, I will typically do a live stream, a dev stream, and I'll show you guys what he's been working on and how it can be used in a specific stage. But yeah, we actually are working on a couple venues here. I'm working with Matthew actually to make recreations of Wamu Theater and the Gorge Amphitheater, because I plan on opening up a group for that. Yeah, I remember you setting up the mobile stage. Yeah, and probably once I get a couple other things, once that CJ set comes out, I'm gonna make a small mobile stage and use that for like a mini event maybe. Oh yeah, that's right. He's also working on RevRox as well. I totally forgot about that. But yeah, we've got multiple projects going on here, so just be patient. Everything will be ready when it's ready. So just be patient, sit tight, and we got some stuff coming out for you guys. I don't know if it'll be by the end of the year, but we have got some stuff coming. Yeah, that venue never been seen in Roblox. I mean, some groups have done events at RevRox, but Wamu Theater, I've never seen anybody do anything at Wamu Theater. So, ooh, big lag spike there. Oh yeah, I'm starting to get some lag spikes now. Is it a big venue? I'm gonna Google it. Wamu Theater, it's a medium-sized venue. It's nowhere near the size of the Gorge Amphitheater, but it can still hold a decent amount of people. And the festival I'm going to actually has 3 stages, so even more people can be there. And they're gonna be spread out. Insomniac, the festival I'm going to there is Insomniac. It's an Insomniac event. Excision doesn't do like a version of Base King and their Lost Lands there, though it would be cool to see that. But Insomniac is typically what we do for festivals, because that's really, in my area, that's pretty much the only choice. Your only choice is either Insomniac or Beyond Wonderland at the Gorge, or there's Base Canyon. That's more the modern row church stuff. Oh, nice. But yeah, we have stuff coming out, so just sit tight. Eventually, eventually we're still working on stuff. Eventually we'll have stuff ready to showcase for you guys here. And when there is stuff ready, I will definitely be sure to do a live stream here, showcase some of the newer stuff. Certainly on like November 2nd or something, I am going to showcase the new CDJ set from JA Games, because I've been looking forward to that ever since I found out about it. Ooh, we need to start slowing down. We're gonna have to drop down to 115 miles an hour here pretty soon. Do they have JBL line array coming? Some people have been suggesting JBL arrays. I don't know if that's in his plans or not. I think right now what he wants to do is he wants to optimize his already released packs. So that will be the DB, the PK, and the L Acoustics pack to be more part friendly and to be more useful for some other events. I'm going to use the DB, GSL, and G8. Oh, yeah. Yeah, his DB pack is pretty good. I don't typically use his stuff because, again, it's the part count is what really is not great about it. I want to make stages look nice, but not worry about the part count, because if the part count's too high, that's going to translate for lag. Into lag for everybody playing, and it just doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense to use high poly parts. That's why whenever you see my live streams, I'm typically using Tactical Lucky's pack with the new materials that I've added onto them. I'm German, so I like to support our local businesses. Oh, nice. All right, at around 2 miles, I'm going to start slowing down, because I'm actually going to need to slow down anyway. So let's start slowing down now, actually, because we're 2.2 miles away. We're a couple miles away. We're 2 miles away from our destination, from our stopping point. So I'm gonna start braking quite significantly, because I want to get us down to a reasonable speed, I would say. Probably down to about 40 or 50 miles an hour. Well, we'll see. We'll stay at about that. We'll keep the throttle down a little bit and go from there effectively. Alright. We'll hold our speed there. Alright. Now we'll start slowing down a little bit more, because I can actually see. I don't know if my eyes are playing tricks on me, but I don't know if I can actually see the spot right there. Oh yeah, we got to start slowing down heavily now. We're going to be on time, it looks like. Yeah, we're going to be 100% on time now. Yeah, we're going to be on time. I mean, I can totally understand where you're coming from there, Roma, with supporting local businesses. When possible, it's always better to support local businesses. All right. Let's start slowing down here a little bit. Yeah, we're going to be on time. 100% on time. In fact, we're actually a little bit early. All right. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. There. 3, 2, 1. Boom. 45 seconds early, roughly. Not bad. Oh, damn, I gotta wait 3 minutes anyway, so that gives me an opportunity to say welcome into the stream, everybody. Happy Thursday. We're doing some Train Sim World 5 because why not? In fact, while I'm here, I may as well just... I'm not going to get on and do a patrol on Justice RP, so I may as well just leave their community entirely. I want to play other games, so I'm not going to worry about Justice RP anymore. No need for me to be playing there. I've tried looking for other servers, but right now it's just Justice RP. It was a fun server, but there's just a lot of problems with it, and it just boils down to it's a public vMenu server, and that's where a lot of the people go to. It was like semi-serious RP, and I was looking for serious RP. I mean, I could try looking for an economy server again, but all the big economy servers I looked at, I've either had problems with connecting to the server and staying connected, or I've also had issues with, or I've had other issues with it, like it's not the kind of setup I want for a server. But I might try it again. We'll see. But right now, I just want to chill for a bit and try and find a better server to be on as well. Like, I want one with an established player base, not like one that's got like only anywhere from like 5 to 30 people getting on. Something more along the lines of at least 60 people getting on daily. So I'll have to look and see if I can find a good economy server that's got like a towing and it's got a decent police pack. Echo RP obviously is my dream server. They take a lot of stuff very seriously, but I'm not going to be able to get into that server for a while because I'll have to apply. I got to purchase an application pass, and that requires me doing things with that, and then I got to apply, and then I got to wait for a response. All of that might take a couple months anyways because it's a big server. I'm sure a lot of people are trying to join into the server, trying to join that specific server. So we'll have to just wait and see how things go. What's the rest of the timetable look like? Oh, okay. Another 10 more minutes and then we'll be done with this route. And then we'll probably go back to the LGV line and we'll do another one of those just for the hell of it. But yeah, I think what it comes down to is I want to stay on the 5M platform. I really want to, but I just need to find the right server. If I can find the right server, that will really help me out in terms of like getting settled into a server, and especially if it's one that I can stay connected to while streaming, because on the Badlands RP stream yesterday, I feel like that was the problem. While I was getting disconnected because I was streaming, but that shouldn't have been the reason why. That shouldn't have been why I was getting disconnected. That can't have been. But that's my speculation. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how things go with that. Maybe after the stream, I'll have a look, see if I can't find a another, like a good economy 5M server. I don't want to be looking on stream because that's not what that stream is about. This stream's not about trying to find another community to be on. This stream is about driving trains and just chilling. That's basically what the stream is about. And I don't want to ruin this stream by looking for a 5M economy server on stream. Because it is going to take me a little bit. I might do that tonight, actually, and see if I can find a good server that I can actually stay connected to. I mean, I could try going to OCRP Life, but OCRP, that's really, it's a really hard server to get into. And I feel like that would be the kind of strict RP that I'm not necessarily into. Like, I want strict RP out of a 5M server, don't get me wrong. But there are servers out there that are just way too strict for what I'm trying to do. What I'm looking for. Like, I'm looking for like casual strict RP. Nothing like too strict. But we'll see. We'll see what I can find. And if I can find something good and it's running really good, then it'll just work. Then we'll just stick with it. I kind of feel like I chose a bad time to try and find an economy server because I think the connection issues that I was having with Badlands are due to the what's it called? Are due to the big botnet that's going around, because apparently on Monday Steam and PlayStation Network, well, I noticed Steam was having issues on Monday, and apparently I believe it was because of a DDoS attack that was going around. Because I noticed Steam was having trouble launching games on Monday, which is surprising. But they seem to have gotten that fixed now, which is good. I mean, it's Thursday. They had it fixed. They had it fixed by Tuesday, I would imagine. I didn't see any sort of... They don't ever use their Twitter support page anymore to say, hey, this is what's been going on. Here are the steps that we're taking to resolve this issue. And all that too. But you have to rely on third-party Steam status pages. But it's fine. It's fine either way. Alright. We might have to start slowing down here, but let's see. Let's see. Do we need to start slowing down? Yeah, but if it's still yellow when we get to that signal, I'm going to start slowing down. Yeah, it's still yellow. We're probably gonna need to start slowing down. Oh nope, it's green. Yeah, we're catching up to what I believe is slower traffic. Because every time I go past one of these green signals, the next one is turning green as well. Like watch, when I get up to this signal, it's gonna turn green right before we pass it. Let's see, let's watch. Is it gonna turn green? Nope. If it's yellow when we pass it by, I'm gonna start slowing down. Nope, it's like I said, it turned green. Whoa, major lag spike. Alright, I have a feeling this light is going to stay yellow when I pass it by, so we're going to have to start slowing down after this one, I would imagine. Yep, this one we got to start slowing down for. We're going to start slowing down because we're going to need to start slowing down anyway because we're coming up to the station. So it's probably a good idea just to start braking now. Yeah, we're going to have to start slowing down anyway, so let's just stay slowing down. We're fine. But yeah, after this, we'll go back to the LGV line, and we'll do another one of those, and then we'll probably wrap up the stream after that. Just like a pretty chill couple hours stream here. Okay, let's start slowing down. Yeah, we'll start slowing down here. We still have 4 minutes to get there, so I just want to start slowing down now so that way we don't overshoot it. Here we go. So here we go. Here's our last. We're coming up to our last stop here. But yeah, we should be getting there on time. If not, ever so slightly behind schedule. But we should be good, actually. Yeah, we still have 3.5 minutes to get there. We'll get there within 3.5 minutes. Let's speed up just a little bit. Oh. Apparently we had to stop there. Alright, well that's fine. We're going to go to LGV. I did not see that red signal. Anyways, let's just go back to the LGV line, because I want to do another one of those. We'll do this next one. That'll take 20 minutes. We'll probably do 2 of those back to back, actually, just to get us to... Alright, so there we go. So now let's get our light on. Turn that on. Open this. Open that up. Turn that on. Set that to forward. Manual control. And then what side are we on? We are on the left side, so that means Y. And then let's set this to normal. Oh, this is automatically set to LGV. So my guess would be... My guess would be we would need to... We're probably going to need to switch to LGV from LGV over to DC. So we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see how things go with that and see where we need to go from there. Okay, so we gotta wait just a little bit longer, and then we can close these doors. I'm gonna lock the doors now so we can just leave right away. We got a long train. Long boy train. I like that bell you hear. It's like the bell tells you, hey, your doors are fully closed. But yeah, we are good. And we are rolling. Oh, damn. This one's going to be a long route. Is this a one-stop route? Holy crap, yeah, this is a one-stop route. Nice. So we can just go straight through pretty much. So this route we'll be doing backwards, effectively. Instead of switching from DC to LGV, we're going to be going LGV to DC. But yeah, we're getting up to speed really quick. I want to get up to speed, like, extremely quick. You know what's kind of helping is we're on a 1.3% downgrade descent. Oh, perfect. We got our light on. Nice. I know I said we were going to be doing cargo, but I don't think that's going to be I don't think cargo is going to be a thing today. Oh, we're going to be able to go up to 300 here. I just got to hope we can get some, like... Perfect 300. We just got to get up this grade and then we'll be able to really get up to speed. I know it said we were going to be doing cargo runs in this stream, but I might save that for a stream over the weekend. I mean, technically passengers do count as cargo, do they not? I would imagine they do, so... I might keep the title the same. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we're really getting up to speed here. Yeah, I really like this LGV line. Now that I know how this train operates and how to really drive it, this is something we'll probably be doing at least one of every stream. Just because I know some people like seeing the higher speed routes on these streams as well, so... But we are gunning it. We're going to be doing over 200 miles an hour here in just a moment. Because 320 kilometers, that's more than... Oh, 320 kilometers, that's like 195 miles an hour, if I'm not mistaken. Alright. Okay. So we gotta stay at 300 kilometers. The speed limit is 320. Oh, there we go. Now we can go 320. Full steam ahead, Captain. Oh, wait. Never mind. There we go. Alright, well, we gotta hold 300, so that's fine. Oh, wait, now we can go 325. Oh, never mind. Man, this route is just teasing me. It's like, oh, we're gonna let you go 320 for 1 millisecond, and then we're gonna go back down to 300. See, watch. I'm gonna start speeding up. See, what is up with this line? Something's bugged with this line. It tells me I can go 325 at one point, but then when I try going 325 or 320, it drops back down to 300. Why does it do that? I am confused. Why does it do that? Ooh, that's a good camera angle. It's fine. We're still making pretty good speed. Ooh, that's a good camera angle too. Okay, well, nope. I was about to say, was it gonna finally let me go 320? Nope. It won't. After this stream, I might actually go make some cheese sticks, because I haven't had cheese sticks in a while. I'd imagine if people do this line IRL and it's whoever does this line IRL and has to deal with this all the time, I would imagine they'd get pretty upset. They'd get pretty annoyed by the fact that their thing keeps saying 320 and then instantly goes back to 300. Oh wait. Crap. There we go. Well, man, this thing is fast. I really like this. If you guys can't tell, I really like how this train is. I think this will be the last route here that we'll do today. And then we'll wrap up. Because like I said, it has been a while since I've done one of these Train Sim World 5 streams. You know, I wonder, how fast do the wheels look like they're going under here? Oh, hey. I was about to say, can we finally go 300? 320? No. Yeah, that noise is going to get annoying to hear eventually. But it's fine. It's like I think this route is bugged because it thinks that the speed limit is 300 when it's supposed to be 320. But it's fine. I'm not in any sort of rush to get here. I'm just gonna do 300 the whole time. Or as close to 300 as possible. Because like I said, I am in no rush to complete this. It's only 1:50 p.m. Hey, what up, Langdon? How are you doing? Also, guys, I did rework my microphone a little bit. That's why at the start of the stream, I have to listen back to my stream to hear how it sounded, just to see how the mic sounded. A little bit too much bass coming through the mic, so I had to adjust that just a bit. But yeah, guys, no, this year, the Halloween special is going to be on probably, I would say like maybe the Wednesday, or I'd probably say more likely the Halloween special for this year on FMG TV is going to be on Wednesday instead of the Friday. Because Halloween's on Friday. Ooh. Yeah, Halloween's on Friday this year. And unfortunately, not unfortunately, but on Friday I will be at a music festival, so I'm not going to be home. I'm not going to be home to do a Halloween special for you guys on Friday. So I'm going to be doing a Halloween. I'm going to instead do a Halloween special on probably Wednesday, because Thursday I'm going to be starting to prepare. I don't know when we're going. I would imagine. Yeah, I think this line is like bugged. Something's up with this line. Because see, now it's yelling at me I need to go 270. But then it's going back to saying I can go 300. So I'm going to stick to 300. The actual main track speed limit is 300. So I'm gonna listen to that. I'm gonna listen to that instead of the line one. Come on. Come on, train. You can do it. Start braking. There we go. Alright. Getting the brakes just a bit. There we go. So yeah, we'll be coming up to the point where we gotta change over from AC to DC. Or from LGV to DC. But for now, let's just enjoy the journey. Because this is very quick. We're going to be covering a lot of distance in a short amount of time, because we're going 300 kilometers an hour. How is it bugged? Look, you see how the little thing says I can go 300? It'll flicker to 270 and then immediately back to 300. Or earlier it was doing it from 320 to 300 and then back to 320 for a second, then back to 300. So I think yeah, see, there we go, right there. It says 270. I don't know if that's... Now it's telling me that I need to be at 270. Well, I'm going to start slowing down if so. But watch, it's probably going to go back and tell me I can go to 300. Yep, there it is. See? Something's up with this particular run. It wasn't doing it on the last run, and I'm not going to restart. So I'm not going to listen to it. Oh, maybe I should listen to it now, actually, because now it's telling me I need to go 230. Yeah, see what it's doing? It just keeps going back and forth between two speed limits instead of just sticking to one. It's been doing that the whole time, and I don't know why. Because see, now it's... When I start braking, it tells me I can go back up to 270. But then when I get back on the throttle, it goes back to saying I need to go 230. So I'm going to just go 270 until the game forces me to slow down. What train route is that? This is the LGV Mediterranean. Yeah, I think it's just with this particular route, because other routes, the one that we played earlier, was not doing this. So it might just be this particular one that's bugged. Because, okay, well now it's telling me I need to slow down. Nope, never mind. I wish there was a way I could just turn that off. Because see, now it's telling me I can go back up to 300. Make up your mind, game. This route just cannot make up its mind. You see, now it's telling me I can go back up to 300. I guarantee you it's going to yell at me to go back down to 270. There it goes, back to 270. Now we're back to 300. I'm just not going to listen to it because it's just going to keep yelling at me to slow down, and then it's going to yell at me to speed up, and then it'll yell at me to slow down again. I think that one is just bugged, to be honest. Yeah, it is annoying. I'm just not going to listen to it. I'm going to go what the actual speed limit is. Yeah, that is definitely... You see, immediately I throttle up, and then it's just not going to do it. It didn't do it on the other one we played. On the other one I was doing earlier. Because I don't know if it's having me slow down because it's going up to a station, but I think it's just bugged, to be honest. And now it's... Here I am definitely going to brake, because... This time it's telling me I need to go down to 230. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm listening to it because now it's having me slow down a lot more. And now we can go 230. So power changeover location in 11 kilometers. You see, yep, there we go. Now it's yelling at me again to slow down. Hopefully it's not for all of these on this, because then that's just going to get annoying and it's eventually going to get unplayable. Okay, we're getting close to the power changeover point, so probably with about less than a kilometer to go, I'm going to do the power changeover. But like I said earlier, we're going to be doing this in reverse. We're going to be doing this in reverse. So instead of going from DC to LGV, we're going to go from LGV to DC. Yeah, neither do I. Because this is a nice route. I like it. But if it's gonna be bugged like this, where it can't decide on the speed limit, then I don't know. I don't really have a choice. Yeah. But I mean, I think it's fixed itself now. I'm gonna wait until we level out because of the fact that I don't want to try switching. I don't want to switch while I have the brakes engaged. I don't want to be trying to battle the brakes while trying to switch over this. So I'm hoping at some point here soon that we get that it switches over, that we level out. Alright, I feel comfortable doing the switch now. Alright, let's put this to lower. Turn that off. Turn this back to that. Turn that back to normal. Engage that. Do that. Yeah, we're good. Alright. There we go. Okay, now we're over the speed limit. Significantly over the speed limit. Okay. Alright, we're about to hit the changeover. Right about now. Okay, so now let me just rearm the circuit breaker. Boom. Alright, we got power. So we're good now. We are just cruising now. Not cruising too quickly though. Going 140 kilometers feels so much, it feels very slow after going nearly 300 kilometers. Let me just give it a little bit of throttle there. So many buttons on that train, I know. Yeah, there's so much on this train. But we got it. We got it handled. Alright, let's start getting on the brakes because we're going to need to... In about 1.5 kilometers, we're going to need to be down to 110. And it looks like we're going to be going on a downhill grade here pretty soon, too. Actually, no. I thought we were going to have a downhill grade. Apparently not. Okay, boom. Alright, we're going to have to drop down to 60. So I'm not going to worry about being, like, perfectly on time. Just because of the fact that we only have 4 minutes to cover 2.6 kilometers. So we'll just have to wait and see. Alright, let's start slowing down. Get down to 60 kilometers. We're gonna have to go all the way down to 30 kilometers here in just a moment. Alright. There we go. Get a little bit of braking in. Okay. Now let's get down to 30 kilometers. Alright, almost there. Okay. I braked a bit too hard. But it's fine. We still have about 2 minutes left to make it up to our to the point. But yeah, this is a long train that we've had to work with here. But we made it. Even if it did take a little bit longer than we had expected, we definitely made it. Trying to get some more Train Sim World 5 routes before I get Train Sim World 6. Nice. Yeah, I already technically have it. If you have Train Sim World 5, you can do a free upgrade on Steam. If you play on Steam. I already have Train Sim World 6 in my library because they give you the free upgrade. But yeah, I want to get some more routes on Train Sim World 5 before I move over to 6 as well. I don't know how long they're going to keep 5 listed on Steam though. Because I know Train Sim World 4, I believe, got delisted. Don't quote me on that though, because I have absolutely no evidence to back it up. But yeah, we're going to be a little bit behind schedule, it looks like, because I'm going very, very slow here to make sure that I get the, so that way I can get everything sorted. Alright. Get on the brakes just a bit. There. Okay. Remove that. Come on. Throttle up. There. I'm not ready to fully come to a complete stop yet. Alright. There, let's make it perfect. Boom, perfect. Yeah, that is perfect. Now we gotta wait for it to load up. We gotta wait for the passengers to load, and then we're just gonna wrap it up here, cause why not? I want to go make some cheese sticks and go from there. Basically, maybe play some other games too. There's a new Phasmophobia event that just started today that I want to get involved in and play. Alright. Yeah, alright, we got a decent amount of XP action points. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, we did. We were speeding a little bit there. We didn't lose points for it, though. That's good. Alright. So, with that said, that's going to do it for this live stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. We'll do another one of these streams probably this weekend, I would imagine. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, everybody. I will see you guys later.